What's up, guys? So with the Hulk here, and to my left.
Hey, over here.
Oh, and here we go.
It's Marcus.
That guy.
Marcus
Rader.
Marcus.
You should see his hat. Take a look at his hat.
Why? Oh, okay. Yeah. Good point. Because hang on, I'm going to take this off.
Yeah. Rader.
Raiders.
So Marcus Rader is his last name, and Raiders. Take out the S, and there you go.
Yeah, and the I.
And the I. There you go.
If you just take half the letters out, and there's me.
Welcome to Not Just Mining People. It's good to be back. Hey,
awesome.
We've been so busy the last couple of weeks.
Talk about it. Tell me about it. Like you only just got back now. I flew in a couple of days ago. Out of our favourite places.
Ring a ding ding. Yes.
Yes. Anglo.
Yes.
2 Anglo sites.
Yep.
We keep missing each other, but we're there.
I know. So I know you're going, but I just got back from Sunrise. Is it Sunrise Dam? Isn't it? It's called Sunrise Dam.
Yes.
It's an old mine site. It's been around for a long time, but we've been rolling out the Strong Minds mental health program throughout Tropicana and Sunrise. It's been great. We've been talking to a lot of, probably close to 1,200.
Wow.
1,200 people.
That's huge.
In the last couple of weeks.
As far as Tropicana goes, I went there the week after with a different work-related issue, but not issues, but obviously sorting out some stuff. And sorting out some stuff, making sure they're compliant, which they are.
Rader.
We've got our boys there, so they're compliant.
Yeah, Rader SS. What's the company name?
Rader SS.
Yes. That's it.
SS. So went out there, and the feedback from everyone was unbelievable.
Yeah. Thank you.
About me.
Yeah, we're all about changing lives.
Sorry to interrupt. That blue tree at the front, that was really cool.
Yeah.
Did you have anything to do with that?
Alex did.
Right.
So Alex, she painted it with some help.
Oh, Alex from Safety.
Yes.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She's awesome. She did the class as well. We did a burn class. She painted it, and then we just took a photo in front of it. And I guess it's called the Blue Tree, but it's a charity as well.
Yes.
The Blue Tree, I think, organised that.
Yeah, well, you find it as you drive up to Kalgoorlie, you'll see blue trees, and I think it's a reminder. And it's, mate, can you honestly, the difference in, say, even just 5 years ago to now is phenomenal. Recognising mental health. And I actually think it couldn't have come at a better time because it was recognised prior to COVID, so we're not scared to talk about it. And it's can you imagine if it wasn't? If it was still that stigma, no one would talk about it, and we're going through COVID, it'd be a shit time right now for a lot of people.
And there has been a lot of mental health problems during COVID. So a lot of people are actually, because they hard borders, especially in WA, when everything was closed, they weren't allowed to see their family. They can, but they have to go into isolation. But now that borders are open,
shocking. I mean, even with South Australia, and we'll probably talk about that shortly, the lockdown. Mate, seeing those poor people that are just about to finish their 2 weeks, they've been told they have to sit there for another 2 weeks. The first thing I spoke about, and this was on the news, is that their mental health state is not good. Imagine that, you're about to go, be set free, and you've got another 2 weeks.
I remember the conversation with, and we always seem to bring it up every single podcast, Bang Bang Lulu, when she flew in from America to Sydney. She did 2 weeks quarantine in Sydney. Then she came over to Perth and did another 2 weeks. So that is crazy. 4 weeks indoors would make you go crazy.
Especially her. She's like a ball of energy. So she has to be doing stuff. She's skipping. She was punching.
I could do it, but if there was like a balcony that you can go out and get some fresh air, sit out, have something to eat, come back in. So I can do it, but as long as there's a lot of Netflix there, you kind of watch and.
It's easy for us to talk about it.
It is.
But to actually do it, I think it's pretty bloody tough. I think,
Awesome. Hey, let's start the show with our safety share.
Safety share, yeah. So, mate, we found something of interest that didn't actually happen here in WA. It happened on mine site in New South Wales. But I think it highlights a couple of different areas of concern. So basically, a New South Wales mine worker was actually
at Peabody's.
Yes, Peabody's
Metropolitan.
Mine.
Metropolitan.
Look at us. We reviewed this before we did this.
Mine,
we did. Yeah. We ran our eyes over it for about 10 seconds.
My English is not very good at the moment. He's German and at school.
Yeah,
he was at school when he was young and
came to Australia when I was 10 years old. I did.
And still doesn't know how to speak English.
I know. No, this guy was actually sucked into an air vent, which was about 2 meters, I think, in diameter. And his head he was obviously unconscious. He did survive, which is good, but his head and shoulder were squashed up between the fan and the side. And somebody actually physically had to go turn that fan off in order to retrieve him back out.
Did he survive?
He survived, which is good. I don't know how. But it just highlights when you're working near, obviously a fan, I'm presuming there was no guard.
Yep.
And there are big fans underground, for example. Very unlikely that you're going to be able to go all the way up there and be in front of it. But even if you consider working near it or near any fan or any rotating part, if it doesn't have a guard, well, first of all, ask why it doesn't have a guard, because it should have a guard under the regulations. You should definitely have a guard. But secondly, why the hell isn't it isolated? It's such a big thing. Permits to work, isolation. And if you did your JHA, which you spoke about last week, you would have identified that
What does the JHA stand for?
Job Hazard Analysis.
Job Hazard
Analysis. And that would have identified, the risk and how do we stop that risk?
Yep.
Well, we bloody well isolate it. Put a tag on it and turn it off and put your lock on it so no one can start it. So when you read these sort of things, they shouldn't be happening nowadays. So they should not be fucking happening. And it's annoying because I know I've spoken about this before, but when I've gone to incidents, whether it be a fatality or whether it be a serious injury, that when you look at it and go, shit, this was so avoidable.
Yeah.
And it wasn't avoidable. So it wasn't avoided. It really, pisses you off.
Yeah, it does. And it's one of those things that, does it come down to people trying to get the job done quickly and trying to take shortcuts? Was that what you think? People trying to take shortcuts to...
Yeah. I'd say that, but also not doing a proper risk analysis.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's looking at a fan going, sucks in over there, it won't suck me. And next thing, boom, he's in. Yeah. I remember seeing, and I might be able to dig it up. We may be able to dig up that short footage, but there's even one where a pilot walks past the front of, or an engineer at the front of a jet.
Oh, yes.
And he gets sucked straight in. Have you seen that on YouTube?
He obviously got...
No, he survived. They get him back out, but I don't know how. I don't know how, but it's on YouTube. I've watched it.
I've seen birds go through that and go...
Well, that's how they test. That's how they test jumbos too. They throw frozen birds at it.
Are you joking?
No. Again, Google it. Yeah. To see, they have to test not the plane's engines that get used, but they test the tolerance of them by throwing frozen chooks at it. How do we go from this to frozen chooks?
Well,
yeah. But
that's crazy.
Yeah, but I think the message out of this, guys, is same as what we spoke about last week, but it just illustrates. This happened 9th of April. Yep. Seriously, like when you assess a job, there's a reason that you need to isolate stuff, and there's a reason that you don't work near rotating parts. Mm-hmm. And this goes back to, I think we spoke a few weeks ago about doing your sleeves up and tucking your shirts in. I mean, I always tell all my guys and girls that, when they're on site, everything has to be tucked in because you could be walking past a conveyor and, look, sometimes guards do fall off.
Yep.
They shouldn't, but they do. Yep. And if you're walking past a rotating piece and it pulls and you've got your shirt hanging out, that creates a risk. Yeah. And
that's why you tuck your shirt in. That's why you button up your shirt, your PPE shirt.
That's right. Yeah.
Safety first, people. Safety first.
Yes. There you go. So that's a safety share.
Into mining. Let's get into mining. So Roy Hill, they've gone.
Exciting times up there.
What have they gone?
They've gone into remote control cars, haven't they?
Yeah, remote control trucks. Yeah.
I don't know much about them, but
autonomous.
Yeah.
So that's obviously that's interesting because I know another company has done that as well. Was it FMG? No.
FMG do it, I think, and BHP do it. There's a lot of big companies that do it. And
so why do you think? Look, I think it's all. It can go two ways. What happens if it malfunctions and the truck goes off track, goes overboard, but also jobs are getting
cut. And to be honest, yes, it's safer, but is it? But I still think.
But they still need people to drive it, though, right?
They do. Someone will still drive it, but if you've got a light vehicle driving around these trucks.
Yeah.
I haven't studied into this. I'm presuming that they'd have some sort of laser sensors that they stop if something comes near it, because they still have someone drive it. But do they set them on a path and then drive to it once? I don't know. It's actually leave your comments on your say.
What about if Megatron from Transformers comes down to Earth, right? Puts down on, let's say, Megatron from Transformers and then he does this weird stuff with all the machines. All of a sudden, they all follow him. I'm just saying. Anyway, sorry.
Well, no. There's a possibility. No, not at all. No. I think it's very, very.
But I think do you think
incredible that could happen.
Think that it could malfunction though?
Everything does.
Yeah,
I mean, here's a question: would you jump into a plane, a jumbo jet, right? A3 without a pilot at the helm?
No.
No.
And if it was remote controlled from a base, no, because I think there would be some errors.
But did you know when you sit in the front?
Yeah.
Right, that basically all the controls they have in the front of a plane can be managed from
a base.
It's our mental state that says, "Oh shit, no way, I would not do that."
So why do we have pilots in the cockpit then?
Well, because we haven't evolved that far yet. But I'm sure I mean, look, I know a couple of pilots. I know one guy who actually flies an A380, and it's one joystick, and he said it's bloody boring because he said, when you take off, and even the takeoff and everything is just to push a button. What they do is there's V1 before they rotate, and I've learned this when I was doing my license. But as they take off, you'll have whoever's officer in charge taking off. Right, they'll be flying it, but and the other one will have their hand on the engine.
Yep.
And then when
pull it up.
It's full force. Yeah. And then they are expecting an engine to fail. That's what their mindset is. They're expecting it to fail because they'll just go straight into what they have to do. Once you hit V1 means you've gone too far. You won't be able to stop in time. You need to take off. You lose one engine, you're still taking off because you can still do that with one engine. But you see, I don't know if you look on YouTube, but when they say V1, whoever's got their hand on it will just go like that, so that it physically can't no longer pull that engine off. Now, anyone out there that's scared of flying, think about this. A jet has two engines. If one engine fails, right, there's a battery power backup which will kick in automatically, right, to keep that engine going if the fuel, for whatever reason, stopped.
To keep what engine going? The one that just failed?
The failed. If it failed for, not talking about a bird strike, but I'm talking about if it failed because of fuel.
Does it happen?
It has happened, yeah. And it'll kick in straight away and it'll keep the plane going. Although a plane can take off with one engine. Now, if that backup fails, there is a second battery backup that will take care of that. And then if that fails, they can pull the power from the other engine. So there's 3 backups for each engine. It's going to be bloody unlucky to...
And if that fails, then you just pray. You pray. Please help us. But
do you think the guy, if he was autonomously, just goes, flick the switch. Oh, well, never mind. Where's the next plane? Because he's not actually on it. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's because they have that... They're on the plane. They have more of a personal grip on it. I don't know.
Okay, here's another thing. Would pilots are they allowed to listen to music?
Yeah.
Yeah, are they?
Yep.
Do they have to pay attention? I remember speaking to one pilot. Actually, I was giving a presentation in front of 6 pilots, and this was I think they were going on site to drive a truck, a dump truck, and they were going through the process of being a dump truck operator for McMahon.
Yeah.
And I remember they were talking, and I was doing the presentation. I thought these guys don't look like the everyday people that go up onto a site. They had like nice watches on, hair to wear slick. I thought they were CEOs or something like that. But then talking to them after, these guys fly jumbos. Obviously, for Qantas, they've been cut. They've been stood down. They still can go back if things ramp up. Yeah. But they said to us that one of them had to go to get a job at on a picking fruit, and another guy had to go. But these guys are so onto it and talking to them about.
Yes, you've told me about that.
Talking to them, mate. They're so so clued on.
That was at McMahon's, wasn't
it? And I think they'll be perfect for on dump truck operators. But they said that the journey that they've had and literally, and they said to me, I said, what about the planes? I said, mate, it just flies itself. He said, very rarely they'll have to get involved, but it flies itself. But I was thinking to myself, if I was going on a trip, I would want to be sitting next to one of these guys, because if someone said, "Hey, is anyone here a doctor or a pilot?" Yep, this guy here, mate.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, they're very skilled people, and the stuff. Look, I wish I'd done more maths. Now that I'm doing, going through, navigation and through. Calculations. It's amazing what goes behind being a pilot. And where I do my training, which is the Royal Aero Club here in Jandakot, they recently, as COVID hit, they actually had up to 15 Qantas pilots asking for jobs to be instructors.
Wow.
And what happens? You get your commercial license, then you do your instructors.
How many hours would you have to do to become like?
It all sort of depends. It's like, quite a few. But, I mean, to get your solo, you can do it in 12 to 14 hours, and then you get your restricted license, your PPL, which is your private license, and then your commercial. And then you just get endorsed on things, on different planes. And but I'd love to get somebody like a jumbo jet.
How's that guy? I know we're probably going off track here.
But
how's that guy that... he was with his instructor in the end.
Yes.
The instructor had a... What is he had a...
He ended up having, I think, a tumour or something in the end.
He fainted, and then the guy that was training...
had to land it under, and he did it. He did a bloody good job of it. And again, actually, we could probably find it and put it up.
That was on the news, so...
Yeah, and that's... I actually know the guy that the trainer, not personally, but I have met him, and he's taken me through one of the Cessnas before I took it off once. And... really nice guy, and it was actually just I believe he had whether it be a tumour or something that wasn't life threatening, but it was in his.
And he didn't even know he fainted. That is crazy.
Imagine if that happened. No, let's not imagine. No,
let's
forget it. Let's just move on.
But Roy Hill, good work. Obviously, they're gone into controlling it in Perth. They've got I think in Perth. Yeah,
it's huge, isn't it?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and I think they're already driving trucks from Perth.
I've got some really good friends at Roy Hill. Jane, Sally. We've got what's up, guys? Hope all is well. And moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah,
there you go.
Moving on. So we're going. So the Merck comp.
Oh yes. What is that? So the Merck is the. It's basically Mines Rescue competition.
Yes.
And one of the three founders, Sue Steele. Shout out to you, Sue. I worked with Sue, or I should say under Sue. Yeah. She was a superintendent at St Ives in Campbell back in 2000. As in 20 years ago. She was a nurse, probably still is. Absolute.
You know that song?
Which one? Oh, 2000.
Late December back in '63.
Not that long ago. Shit, I wasn't even born. So she's one of the organisers. But anyway, it's at Left Lane Park, which is in Perth.
So why is it called Merck Comp? Is it?
I knew you were going to ask me that, and it stands for something. Mines Emergency Rescue competition. Actually, that's probably
cool.
it. Yeah. Mining Emergency Rescue competition, I believe. And correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you will. But that's basically. Look, Tropicana have had Sunrise Dam have got teams in there.
Awesome. We should put our team in there.
What? Just you and me?
The Not Just Mining team.
Not Just Mining Mines Rescue team.
Yeah,
we could do that. And look, last time I actually took my kids and went down there. It's a great event for the family.
Yeah.
Lots of giveaways. Lots of you walk out with 20 stubby holders, and you get to see. And this is good having it in Perth. Yep. A lot of competitions are on mine sites themselves. The one in Perth gives their families the opportunity to actually go and see what their what their parents are doing on site, and what they have to deal with.
Mate, we'll have to advertise it on here and get people to go down and check it out.
Another big, obviously the Department of Mines adjudicators as well. I did that when I was a mines inspector. We used to adjudicate, which was basically just to do the scoring.
Yep.
And another guy that's a big backbone of it all and a big supporter is Kevin Broadbent from Sets Enterprises. A shout out to him.
Yep, shout out.
Shout out, Big Kev.
Big Kev,
legend, mate. Good friend, yeah. And he's been behind it all the way, and he actually usually runs a couple of them as well. So
Okay.
So there you go. Yeah. So get your backside down there if you can. When's it on? It's on soon.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks, I think.
Hey, that's awesome. So we've got some pretty good safety shares, and also the mining stuff. Great work with some companies that are gone. I know some people don't agree with it because they're losing jobs, but I think it's creating jobs as well because they've had to.
Yeah.
But not creating jobs in driving the trucks. But
I think everything is.
Is that the way of the future?
I think so. Yeah. Everything is. I mean, haven't they got? They've got that the bus that does 20 kilometres. I think you can walk quicker in South Perth. That's unmanned.
Yeah.
Or unmanned? It's not manned.
Yeah. Remember those movies where they'll have and they come in, they're robots. Sir, what would you like? And then they go, here's your cup of tea, sir. But they're all robots.
Yeah.
I think
that's what they're going.
Like
intelligent. Was it? No, AI.
Future.
Artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
That is the probably future because everything's going electronic. I remember back in the day when to go and hang out with your friends, it wasn't like picking up the phone. You had to hop on a bicycle and ride to your friend's house. That's the only way you can get in contact with your friends.
I'm going to show you something.
What?
Keep talking for a sec.
What was it? What's that?
Just keep talking.
Marcus Rader. So not sure where Marcus Rader has just gone, but he. This is my show, I guess. Where'd you go, Marcus? I can't believe he just got up and gone. But here we go. Here we go. Oh, I remember this.
Hey?
How good is that?
There we go. That's that phone.
Yeah.
It's my parents' old phone from Germany. Does anyone remember these phones? We actually got to go.
The dial, yeah.
My kids wouldn't know what to do with it. They'd be pushing a number going, nothing's happening, Dad.
Can I have a look at that? Mate, that's awesome. That's the real deal. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 0. And then that's awesome. I used to go.
See what it says?
0, 8, 9, 4, 1, 7. Anyway.
Hello? Did you know, it actually says on there, fire. So that's fire, 112, that's the emergency number.
Yeah.
And Notruf means emergency.
Is that in, that's in Germany, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, we've gone gone with the days where we used to use phones like this, and now we're using phones like this. These are the new phones. Hello? Hello?
Hang on.
So these are the new phones.
I got mine.
Anyway.
Hello?
Anyway.
Oh, you hung up on me.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of that, did you see Daniel Ricciardo, our Perth boy?
Yes.
Made a podium a while ago. He was third,
yep.
which is really good, especially since he's gone to Renault, because obviously it's they're the medium racing car. And he actually, I don't know if you saw the video clip, but he's actually got Lewis Hamilton, who came first as always, do a shoey with him. So Daniel went out there to grab a shoey. We'll have the video on to have a look. Went to have his shoey, and then he sort of went to Lewis, do you want one? And Lewis gone, yeah. So he's taken his other shoe off, poured champagne in that, so he's got both his shoes, and gives one to Lewis, and they're both drinking out of it. Like,
it's crazy.
Is that too close for COVID?
Okay.
Meanwhile, all the teams down there are wearing their masks, and they're drinking each other's.
Would you drink my beer out of my shoe?
Oh, see, but you know what? I'm going to say no, but if you're in the moment, and you'd know this,
mate.
Yeah, and if you know, if you're in the moment, and you'd know what this is like, because I'm not, of winning something, and you're hyped up, you would do something like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
oh, there you go. Yep.
You know, you'd do something like that.
Yep. Oh, if you're hyped up and you just want to... There's a guy named Bam Bam Tai Tuivasa from the UFC. He gets people to spit in the shirt.
This guy is.
He gets guys spit, pours the beer and drinks it.
Whoa, that's just taking it too far.
Okay, that's a bit disgusting.
I'd rather be punched in the face and spat at, personally. I don't know about you, but I just think spitting is probably one of the most...
Anyway, but we showed the video and well done, Daniel Ricciardo. Gone from a person He's from north of the river, is he?
Duncraig boy.
Duncraig.
Yeah. And he's back in December.
Yeah.
And we might even be able to get him on the show.
Let's get him on the show.
Because I was talking to Kim Ledger the other day, and he catches up with him. He's got his go-karts down there at the airport and everything. And I said, when's he coming? He said, December. He said, I'll let you know and we'll catch up. So when we go see him, I reckon you know him better than I do. I don't.
We should get him on the show to have a chat.
And have a shoey.
Yeah, have a shoey.
Oh, I've got a shoey. Oh, well, I'm bringing everything out today.
What is that?
It's a boxer.
Oh, this is
Pacquiao,
Manny Pacquiao shoe.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen that fight the other day with Maloney.
Oh, mate, what a rob! Actually, I'm glad you brought that up. That's a bloody rob.
Mate, I tell you what. Let me tell you something, right? This guy just worked his ass off, and clearly there was no headbutt. It was, and I don't know if, and they had a lot of time to actually. The part of there's two brothers, right? But the Maloney brothers. But mate, they had a lot of time to scan the video. Mate, there was no headbutt, and he did damage with his jab.
You could see. You could actually see the jab, and it's the thumb going in, and you can see the eye coming out straight away.
Show me the jab.
Which one was it? It was this one here.
Yeah.
Like that, and the thumb went in, and it popped up straight away.
Show me that again. Show me that again.
Because you're gonna fucking counteract, aren't you? It wasn't this.
Yeah. But seriously.
But you know what? Sorry, do you think that these officials are getting paid off on the side? They have to be. They fucking have to be.
Mate,
honestly,
boxing,
anyone watching that.
Yeah. Boxing has been so terrible with decisions in the past that you literally have to knock these people out to actually win a fight, or and you can just get robbed. And for this guy to actually to lose by robbery. I thought robbery.
Lulu went for the same thing.
Joe Rogan posted something up as well, and he said, "Mate, did this guy just get robbed?"
Yeah,
it's like
he did 100%,
mate. And I hope he comes back. And Rob, is it Bob? Bob Arnhem, or he's the promoter, has just announced he will be fighting again. Is it the third?
Yes, and you know what? This is Lulu was telling me about it, that it could be here. If we get in a fight here, imagine getting a fight here with Lulu on the card. Holy shit, I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
What else can I put
We all talk about Lulu, why?
Oh. There you go.
Okay.
What is this? That's Daniel Ricciardo's hat.
Daniel Ricciardo's, there you go.
It's his hat.
Jeez, mate, things are coming out from everywhere with Marcus Rader's thing.
Who are these guys? Oh. I don't know, I've got all sorts of weird shit.
Okay, what is this?
I don't know.
Is that so? That's Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis. So that is signed.
Yeah,
that's not bad. Where'd you get that from?
Oh God, I don't know.
There you go. Mike Tyson.
I collect things. Just see things. And
we've got a barrage of merchandise here. We've gone off track a little bit, but hey, listen.
It's not just mining,
mate. It's not just mining, and it is just not just mining. Yeah. We're talking about everything that is going on in the world. Speaking of everything, Joe Biden. U.S. presidency.
Yep, there he is.
So he's official. He's officially the U.S.
president. Has Trump conceded?
Well, he's taken the high court, hasn't he?
Probably.
And because of his allegations are that Joe Biden has cheated. Look, man. At the end of the day,
it's always going to come down to that. Yeah. It was always going to come. He's always going to say someone cheated.
He won't step down lightly, will he?
He's a sore loser, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know.
I still think America needed someone like him. I don't think it was a bad thing. The gold, I keep talking about it, the gold went up, which was great. Yeah. But I do wonder now if...
with Joe Biden being in power.
Did you see that interview just recently? It was a Zoom interview and he was talking to 4 or 5 people. He was brought to tears.
Who? Joe?
Yeah, Joe.
Why?
Because he was talking to the frontline nurses. And one of the nurses said, I've been in ICU working with these people since February this year and I haven't been tested once. And Joe goes, you are kidding me.
She hasn't been tested once.
She hasn't been tested for COVID once.
She was brought to tears just from her talking about it.
Yeah, from her and everyone telling their experiences. And, you know, I'd love to... when I was watching it, I thought, I wonder how bloody Trump would react.
Yeah.
Would he go, I don't need a mask? You know, I don't know, because he has his own view.
Yeah.
Very different to Joe. So, do you think there's going to be a huge shift?
I don't know.
Right now, there's 78,000 people in ICU in America for COVID.
Yeah.
78,000. And yesterday, 1,700 people died from COVID. Now,
there's more people that's passed away from obesity, heart attacks.
Exactly. But I ask you this: if you have COVID and you die of a heart attack, or you die of diabetes, or you die of obesity, or whatever,
does that come under?
No, they will call it a COVID death.
They'll call it COVID death.
They don't look at the underlining. I've heard this. So this is where I think it turns into this. Someone like yourself, and I'm agreeing with what you're saying, and I'll put it out there. Look, I will never take away what Mark McGowan did. Good on him. He kept us safe. We're living a normal life within our own state. You know, I'm off to Broome next week, so to be able to fly that far and spend a week up there and not have to worry. That's thanks to him.
Yeah. So he obviously South Australia's in lockdown at the moment. He's supported that lockdown, and also he is saying that if we get into a community
community infection or whatever,
bang, he's shutting down everything.
And he will.
So that could happen pretty quickly. So, that's crazy. But
what about vaccine?
Do you feel like that he's opened the borders too early, or he should have? It's a good thing that he's done it, but there's still measures in to keep the borders still. You still have to go through the process and the hoops to come into without quarantining.
No, I think he's done the right thing.
Yep.
From a business point of view, we need to start looking at how we're managing this shit.
Yep.
Because it can the businesses out there that are being affected. There's businesses that are going under to the point that they're not going to be up again. My brother-in-law lives in Queensland, and he's now finally, and he runs WA and a number of states in the business he's in. He's actually for the first time able to come here and go to Port Hedland and see his guys that he's been communicating with. So I guess we're doing a lot more communication with Zoom. I mean, whoever's got shares in Zoom,
they're killing
freaking rich right now.
They're killing it.
Yeah. So, but I do think we need to start opening up. We need to manage it.
You know what's funny? How big tech, big companies like Amazon.
Yeah.
Big companies that the big shops and stuff like that are still open. Like are making a lot of profit, like making a lot of money. So they're saying that there's a thing. I seen something that you can't eat. It's depending on how many people are inside, but you can eat outside, underneath. And it's just weird. Something that I don't want to tread into. But I just hope that everyone's safe at the end of the day, and whoever's controlling America as the presidency, and that's Joe Biden. I hope he does the right thing for the people.
I think he will,
and that as well. So put America first, but and like ScoMo's doing in Australia. But there is.
Ooh. What about China?
Do you think ScoMo is doing a great job for Australia?
He is.
Yeah.
I think he is. Very, very quick question I'm going to ask you. Do you think COVID was man-made to fuck the world up the way it is right now?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Can we take this offline?
So he's sitting on the fence.
I look. I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't know.
I mean, it's got to be the biggest thing in history. It outrules
that just
all
shut
the wars,
down everything
Oh.
in the whole entire world.
Yeah.
And it's the first thing that's in history had. I mean, you've had the bird flu, you've had swine flu, you've had different, things, and this has literally crippled the economy.
I know a lot of people who know people who have been affected by this and lost lives and stuff. And it's you think shit, like cancer does that to everyone over a lifetime.
Yep.
This has done it in 6 to 8 months.
It's crazy. And when it did happen, it's literally everyone was happy. Bang, everything shut down. No one was going anywhere. People were scared. I was even thinking, shit, don't touch me. Like, I do not want you to touch me because I don't know if you had COVID, or not. But I did some research, and we do carry a COVID. We do have.
Okay, I didn't know that.
We do have some sort of, but it's a different. Is
it like a cancer? Like I believe we all have cancer.
Yeah.
But it needs to be activated to.
Yeah, it's a different strain or something.
Anyway, we're going
like
off.
That.
We're going off.
We know nothing about that, but let's keep that one for the professionals.
Yes.
But I think. Hopefully, during these hard times, everyone kind of, stays safe and supports each other, because once it's over, and hopefully it does come over. Do you think this is
not going to be over?
Last for a long time?
No, it's never going to be over. It's going to be dealt with.
This?
Yeah. Look, the vaccines have come a long way.
It's like a flu, right?
Yeah.
So do you reckon once this is going to be treated like a flu, and then you'll have the vaccine?
I think so. Vaccine will just be like.
Would you take the vaccine?
Yeah, I would. Yeah. I really would. I would. I think I've been sort of keeping an eye on where they're being made, how they're being made, how they're being tested. I'd have no problems.
Yeah.
Do we ask this question every single podcast?
But listen to this, right? I read something. I read something. I don't know if it's true or not, so don't shoot the messenger. I had something that I read. I don't know if it's fake or not.
I love your disclaimers.
No, hey, listen. But I read something, and something in the vaccine changes your DNA. Not sure. I don't know. That's just something that I read, but.
All the criminals will be taking it.
Your DNA. So
imagine that.
If you take it, your DNA won't be the same. But I don't.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? I'm just putting it out there now from a policing point of view.
Yeah.
That everyone's mandatory wise, everyone has to take this vaccine, right? And then everyone's DNA has disappeared.
Yeah, it's like. But that's anyway. I read something. I've read something on it. I don't know if it's true or not. You guys do your research.
Yeah.
But I was watching a guy named Ricardo Bossi. He's got a lot of stuff on the internet and stuff like that. And I was watching an interview that he was talking about. Very interesting gentleman.
Yeah.
Very interesting gentleman. And look, at the end of the day, guys, I think you just need to hop onto your the government websites that tell you be safe at the end of the day, and just look after your family. I guess.
Yeah. 100%.
Look after your family at the end of the day, and it is what it is.
Yeah, that's right.
We can stay here and kind of talk about it forever, but we should get someone in here that is controversy on here.
Yeah, we'll talk about getting Troy here.
Yeah, Troy.
Yeah, Troy. I tried to get hold of him. I think he's away at the moment.
Yep, I'll probably on his
probably because they've opened the border. He would have been the first one on a plane out of here to say I can.
Mate, and that's just everything. I was supposed to go to LA. I'm always there every year for Arnold Schwarzenegger's event.
Yes. I was supposed to go with you.
Yes. Yeah, next year, hopefully next year we'll be able to go.
I could be the German.
And I could just imagine going to Arnold's house. He wouldn't even touch you. He would just go, hello. But normally they shake your hand and stuff like that. But anyway.
I go, Arnie, check out my calves.
Hey, on another note, Mike Tyson.
Yes.
He's fighting
Roy Jones
Jr. So two legends of the sport. One heavyweight. Roy Jones Jr. fought light heavyweight. Then he's gone into heavyweight. I remember him fighting heavyweight against Ruiz. And he did really well. But that's a crazy fight. I seen a picture the other day with Mike Tyson. Back in his days, back in his days, I'll dare to say it to his face. And then to what he looks like now, he looks better now than what he looked like back in the past.
Yeah.
But he was hitting pads with his pad holder. He missed the pad and clipped the pad holder. Who does that? Mike Tyson. The pad holder's like, okay.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, but he's that's going to be a good fight.
It's going to be awesome, mate. I can't wait.
I think Mike Tyson will probably take that to another level. He's got no filter, I think. Mike Tyson's one of those guys, if you hit him too hard, he's going to come back at you and hit you 20 times harder.
He's just a machine, isn't he? He's just
20 times hard.
Yeah.
And so I remember he had a charity boxing event. The guy was huge, and the guy hit him, and Mike Tyson ended up dropping him. Tyson hit him with a massive shot because he got hit, and then the guy went to fall. Mike Tyson grabbed him and pulled him up and held him.
Really?
So he didn't go down, and the guy had to recover. Then he's like, oh shit.
Dead set.
That's crazy,
man. Oh, he's crazy. I mean, how much money do you think this fight's going to bring in?
I reckon a lot of money. He's already making a lot of money
by
what he's doing. He's got a marijuana plantation, but they do the medicinal or something.
Yeah, medicinal. Yeah. So I think it's supposed to cure
the oil stuff, hemp oil and stuff like that. So he's making millions from that.
He's trying to make something to get rid of his lisp.
Yeah.
Like Tathan.
That's not getting rid of his lisp. Why are you even talking about him like that, man? Are you like singling him out? That's a stigma.
Mikey.
Oh, you know what? One day we're going to bump into Mike Tyson, and I'm going to laugh.
He's going to bump into me and
he knocks you out.
I know.
Knocks your teeth out. Your teeth out.
He's a legend. I love the guy. I watch him a lot on the Joe Rogan and other shows he's been on, and I am pulling the piss out of him. But hang on, why is that any different? You pull the piss out of me every single show.
No, but that's Mike Tyson.
Mike
Tyson goes and buys a pet tiger.
Wait, imagine having a list and having Tyson as your surname. Tyson. Like that.
Mate, you are bad. He's going to get knocked out by Mike Tyson. You know, the next challenge is going to be, we had Lulu the first time, the next challenge is going to be about Mike Tyson and this guy here.
If we can get Mike Tyson on the show, I'd be prepared to be knocked out by him, because I don't think it'll ever happen. I'd love it to happen, but... Well, you probably know him. You know too many people.
I just wonder how much, we should dig up and how much these guys are getting paid for that fight.
I'd love to know.
You know, because there's two legends going in there. Everyone's going to want to watch the fight, but and that's crazy.
They wouldn't be doing it for nothing.
Yeah.
Even if he is worth millions, he'd be going...
So I heard from the grapevine that you were disappointed that the Kardashian series is not playing anymore.
I'm gutted. I didn't know that, but I'm gutted now that you've told me. Yeah.
Why? Were you obviously a big fan of the Kardashians?
Oh well, yeah. Who are they? Are they? Look, I've heard of them. Are they just not a normal family?
So Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, and isn't she with
she's with
what's his name? Jay Rules or someone?
Khan West.
Oh, Khan West.
And
is he the guy that's gone?
They've named it. Yeah, he ran for president. Yeah, well, he's trying to run for president.
That's right.
And he kind of went.
Actually, that was sad. He
was dealing with some really bad mental.
I was going to say he did. He was. Yeah, and I think he's got bipolar as well.
Yeah.
Which is friggin' shocking. So
there's so many things. So many things are going on in Hollywood, and a lot of things. Movies are starting to come back. Movies are starting to get made, which is awesome.
When are you in your next one? Which one you got?
I have a.
I know you've signed something. Are you allowed to talk about it?
Not talking about it until soon. Very soon. Very soon. We'll let you know on what's coming
up. Space. Yeah.
Watch this space. But what else is happening, Marcus?
Well, that's about it. I don't know.
You're flying away soon.
No, I'm actually driving today.
You're driving?
I'm going to drive to Kalgoorlie in about an hour's time.
You're driving?
I'm driving to
I
Kalgoorlie.
thought you were like hopping on a plane.
No, I'm driving. We're driving. Yeah, we're going to drive up and going to go up to Sunrise Dam and do a couple of things up there.
Yep.
And then, I'll be back on Monday, and then Wednesday I'm going to Broome. Looking forward to that.
Broome.
So, hey, I didn't even think about this. This is how live this is. We've just realised.
Yeah.
I won't be here for the next podcast, so we should do a video link or something.
We'll do a video link
from Matzo's. I'll be at Matzo's drinking a Matzo's beer.
Yeah. We can do a video link to get you on there and see what's going on up in Broome. For those of you that don't know Broome is a place up north in Perth. Really nice place. Cable Beach.
Well, it's not in Perth. Far away from
Well,
in Western Australia.
North. So Cable Beach is what it's known for. Camels, and you can ride camels.
Hey, do you know what happened?
Tell me.
Last time I went up there, I was too heavy for the camels.
Tell me.
Yeah, I stood on the scales and they said, "I'm sorry, you are too heavy." They put 2 people on. I said, "Can I pay for 2 seats and just get and I'll just do 1 camel, or sit on 1 camel?" And they said, "No, you're too heavy." So I had to stand there while my wife and 3 kids jumped on camels. And then this is even funny. I'm standing there to the side, and this lady comes up. She's an English lady, and I'm just standing there watching them load up. And she says, "This is disgusting, don't you think?" And she's a real typical sort of a greenie chick, you know. Which is, I appreciate their views. And I said, "Yeah, what do you mean?" She goes, "I cannot," and she's quite a large lady, "I cannot believe that they are putting people on," I don't know if she had an accent, I'll just throw that in there, but putting people on camels, and it's disgusting, it should be, she was very advocate about the camels, they're animals, they should be let free. I said, "Oh yeah, look," I said, "Yeah, no dramas," thinking, I don't know where this is going. And then 5 seconds later, her husband goes, "Sweetie, we're up." Oh, she goes, "Excuse me." And she walks up and jumps on the back of a camel.
Oh no.
With her husband and plots off.
But there is a lot of camels up in Northern Territory.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've just bagged the camel and now you happen to...
And she goes, bye-bye. And she gets up there, she waddles up and boom.
You know they take camels over from Australia over to Middle East? You know that?
I thought they'd take the other way around.
No.
Isn't that where we get them from?
No. We've got camels. We've got that many camels up here.
Really? Are we filling the Middle East up again?
And the problem that they've got here is the camels are drinking the water on the farms.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's no waters for the cattle. Have
you watched that show? What's that guy that for the UK guy, Brendan? Someone? What's his name? He's a survivor, and he does those shows.
And he travels around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he does he does what?
Gil stuff with G. Gil. What's his name?
He does. He goes into this.
Gills.
The jails or
no. Not that one. Brendan Gills. No, his.
And he goes to do martial arts at different places?
No, that's a different one. I know what you're talking about. That's Hacked Life or something, I think.
Yeah.
No, this guy here, Bear Grylls, Bear Grylls.
Oh, and he eats food?
Yes, and there's one show, and he actually went up to this camel, a dead camel, and he goes, if you need water, this is what you do. There's a dead camel there.
Yeah.
And he gets his knife out, and he shows where...
To cut it.
There's like a bladder there with water in it.
Yeah.
He cuts it open, and it's just got water in it, and he drinks it.
He drinks the camel's water.
Yeah, the camel's dead, and because their hump is full of water apparently. Yeah. So he's actually sliced it open. And it's like, there's this big puddle of water. And he goes, "If you've got no water, you've got to drink this to survive." And he starts,
and he drinks the camel. Mm. That's just like that movie where Leonardo DiCaprio...
Bear Grylls it was.
Leonardo DiCaprio cuts is it the horse or something, and he climbs in it, and then he keeps warm at night time.
Yes. Oh, he did that too.
Yeah, remember?
He did that too. Yeah.
And it was freezing cold.
Yeah.
And because the horse and that, or there was a horse or a camel or something.
He did. Bear Grylls did it with a sheep.
Yeah, it's crazy, and he hopped inside. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, but
there you go.
Things are crazy, and I mean, obviously, we've got a couple of challenges coming up soon. So
we've got to do something.
We're amping up for that.
Yeah, we've got to do something.
We're just got to get permission. Well, not permission, because we're going to do it off cuff and just dress up and just run through this shit. But also, I've challenged a pretty good challenge about me and Marcus are going to do a ballet lesson.
A what?
A ballet lesson.
It's not the way he just says what we're going to do, and I've got no idea. We're doing a ballet lesson.
Cass is going to take us to do a ballet lesson. That's going to be nuts.
Do we have to wear little tutus?
Get your tutu on. We're going to rock and roll.
The shit you get me to do.
But it's going to be, I reckon it's going to be fun. Yeah. But I reckon it's going to be real fun.
Hey, something else I want to do. I want to hit Kim up. Let's do a couple of fast laps and see who drives the fastest.
Mate, you wouldn't last. I've been known to be, they named me after...
Here you go.
F3.
Well, I'm F1.
Yeah. So, Fast and Furious was named after me. Yeah.
No worries.
What's so funny? You think it's a joke?
Oh, I think it is, yeah.
You would think this is a joke, do you? You're a little bit smart, Mark, so you're going to lose your teeth through that. No, but listen,
I love it.
We had a great show.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. So next, with coming up, we got some pretty good things. Pretty good challenges, but we're all talking about, our main thing is obviously to get the awareness out there.
Yeah.
Talk to people about the shade safety share, about mining, something they can use at the pre-starts. Something that's informative as well, but also we have a bit of fun as well and talk about not just mining, about other things that's going on in the world. If you have any questions, please reach out on this email down below.
We were told not to do that, but we're going to do that. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And just real quick, there was some feedback during the week, which was great. The last safety share that JHAs, because we're talking about know the difference and what they can do. That mine sites have actually taken that bit out and shown it for pre-starts.
Oh, are you joking?
No, I'm not,
mate. That's good.
No. So that's really good. So it's good to see you guys taking bits out and showing them pre-starts because yes, we talk a bit of shit and keeping it real at the same time, but there is a serious part to our podcast.
Yeah,
obviously.
it is. Yeah,
it's not just
we're all about getting the information out there.
Green phone. Is that a Hulk phone?
We're all about you getting the information out there.
Yes.
Yes.
Why are you using an Indian accent?
I know. Switching.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah, I know. Mate, before we finish, I've got to tell this funny story. So, I was at Arnold's house. If he watches this, he's going to know it's me. But anyway, I don't care.
Tyson will be after me and Arnie will be after you.
I was in his toilet and I was taking
where are we going with this?
In his toilet. And it was awesome. I thought, fuck, this toilet's bigger than my room. Anyway, it's massive. And it had colognes everywhere, and I'm spraying the colognes on me, and I thought to myself, okay. So I do a number 2 in his toilet.
Oh, God.
And I block the toilet. And then I'm going, shit, what am I going to do?
Lock the toilet.
So I was hoping, and there was a line of people waiting to get into the toilet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's bad.
So then I thought to myself, and I thought, just give it, I was just praying. Please no one be there. Please no one be there. Bang. And I thought, okay. I took my time, so people think, oh, Jesus, they'll go.
I'm going to go another toilet.
Anyway, I opened the door, no one was there, and I bolted.
And it's still blocked?
It was blocked.
Bad.
Yeah,
that's bad.
But I didn't mean to, Arnold. I swear to God, I didn't mean to.
Wow.
Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah, it was the food. It was the great food he had.
Yeah. It's his ranch, isn't it?
Yeah, it is ranch. Pretty cool.
Is that where he lives all the time, or does he have different places he lives?
He does. He has. I'm not sure, but that's his main place that he goes to. But I'm always there with Glenn Twiddle and Naomi. Shout out. But apart from that,
and Marcus.
Marcus, we're going to go up there and we're going to check it out.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. But apart from that, let's finish up.
No worries.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in,
guys. Thanks, everyone. Boom.
Take care.
Thank you for watching Not Just Mining, and Soul of the Hulk is out. And Marcus.
Bye.